All right, y'all. So we got something cool today. 1965 Mustang. We'll get right into it. This car has been the restoration process has started on it, so we'll get right into it. It's been repainted. Paint job is not what I would say. It's barely driver's quality in my opinion. So I don't know if it's just the way they cleared it or what, but you see the stripes are new, and again, some spots the black does look good, but probably eventually you'll want to repaint it. It's good for drivers as of right now, but if you're looking for a show car, you're gonna definitely want to do paint. As you see, it's badged at 289. We got 17s all the way around, the Riddlers, new wheels and tires. You guys will see that later on. As we move down, like I said, the door looks pretty solid. I didn't see any waves or dents that I really needed to point out. The black also looks good on the side. There are gonna be some imperfections here and there, definitely. Beautiful color combination, the black and red. Rear quarter looks pretty solid. I didn't see any waves or dents I needed to point out. Rear glass, no cracks. And again, you can see this black paint that I was talking about. You can see like the swirls and things from car washes. Definitely an older paint, repaint. So I don't know, could have been in the early 2000s, could have been in the 90s. Rear bumper looks good, chrome is solid. I don't have any rust or dents I need to point out there. As we look down the driver's side, looks pretty solid. Again, no waves there. Keep on rolling down the vehicle. Again, you got your normal little scratches and things like that here and there. Badges appear to be new on the car. Front windshield don't have any cracks. Does appear to be scratched up from the windshield wipers. Normal for a 60-year-old car, but still. Coming down the hood, again, I love the red stripes, and it's painted on too. So kind of weird because the red looks super fresh. Not the black though. So trunk hood appears to be properly aligned. Front bumper looks good. It could probably use a polish, but it'll do what it needs to for that time being. Let me see if I can get my hand up under here. This never fails with these Mustangs. It's so far back, like it's funny because you know I'm like trying to find it and I got to put my whole hand in there basically. So this is where the goodies start on the vehicle. You'll see once we get in the inside and underneath as well. This 289 has been rebuilt. It's been gone through. Super clean car. Engine bay. You see a lot of the stuff is new under here. Manual brakes. Aluminum radiator. Non-AC vehicle. Go ahead and grab the keys. Nothing crazy about the trunk. Standard of fare. Clean. No soft spots or anything. You guys will see once we put it on the rack, but trunk looks average. Nothing crazy there at all. Interior, again, I told you this car is full of goodies because the restoration process has been started. Interior is all new. So beautiful, beautiful red door panel insert. Beautiful red seats. No rips, no tears, no stains. New carpet, looks great. New red headliner, looks great. And then there's our passenger seat. Again, no rips, no tears, no stains. Dash looks great, new as well. No cracks or discoloration. We'll get on over to the driver's side. Again, beautiful interior. I love the red. I think the black and red is an iconic color combination for this car. Interior really doesn't leave much to be desired. We got a digital radio. I don't know if it's a retro sound or not. We'll check that. Aftermarket gauges. And one thing that I will point out, we didn't do it. It was done when we bought the car. But I think it's super important and people always skip. It's got a new wiring harness. So updated fuse block with the wiring harness. I think personally, any car that I've done, and I recommend any car that anybody else does, when you're starting your build, that should be the first thing you do. No reason to be riding around with 60-year-old wires that rats and squirrels and chewed up, they've been melted or whatever. So give me a second, we're gonna do this test drive. All right, y'all, we're gonna get started on the test drive in the Mustang. Let's go ahead, fire her up. Fire's right up. I don't even know how I can test this without connecting my phone because I'm recording on here. Auto Sound is the brand. Bluetooth audio. Oh, that's dope. I ain't even noticed that before. So now it look like an old school radio. Then it switched to the digital one. It's kind of dope. I don't know if this is Bluetooth only or what. Oh, there we go. So it is a radio, FM radio. Switch the tone modes like that. So it does work. Pretty dope. Turned it off by clicking there. I think that is amazing to make it look old school. I ain't never noticed that before. Chevelles don't come like that, and I ain't never had no Mustang. So no horn. Windows are manual. Wipers slow, but they work. Lights are on. Everything's lit up. I can see it off the car. Mileage reads 88,000. Fuel tank says empty, but we did put 20 in, so that means that it's probably not reading accurately. We'll see if the temp comes up. Non-AC vehicle, and I do not hear a blower on or anything else. So, but it's opening because I'm opening the vent. Weird. So vent, you can bring in that natural. You can bring in air if you want. Other than that, that's it. So everything else is basically manual. Oh, amps are not reading. Oil pressure is. We'll see if the temp comes up. Power steering appears to be tight in this car. I can already tell that. Steering is definitely tight. Wheel is actually not cocked appropriately. And we might have to look into getting alignment on this car because I can already tell as soon as I let my hand off, she wants to pull straight. So I'll get that checked. Brakes are manual. They feel regular. Nothing crazy there at all. Kind of weird to have wilwoods at all four corners and keep manual brakes, but to each his own. Speedometer is not working. I can definitely tell, you know, a previous person who had this, you know, they got deep into the restoration and then they just stopped. Like, I don't want to deal with it anymore, which does happen. It happens a lot. You know, you get to doing all the pretty things, your interior, you know, your stripes, your motor, you get to doing all of that. And then the little things they really start wearing on you when it's like, all right, I got to get my brakes dialed in. I got to get my rear end right, my wiring. I can't get my dash working. All these little things start adding up, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to sell it. I don't want to deal with it. Buy something that's already done. And these are the things that people really don't understand when they talk about, oh, I could get this car for cheaper. And like, you know, everybody ends up taking a loss when you build a car to your specifications, whether you stop or not. So always crazy. But I do think, like I said, the bones are here for this to be a solid build, and you save a lot of money by a lot of it being done already, for sure. No, I ain't checked the what's the names. turn signal is on, showing to the right, also to the left. Back off. So I'm gonna get her on the rack and we're gonna check out underneath. All right, y'all, we got the Mustang up on the rack, starting with the rear. Rear bumper looks pretty solid. Chrome is good. Nothing really to write home about. Getting up underneath the car. Definitely tell, like I said, this has been restored, well, started the restoration process. Holley fuel filter, fuel pump, exhaust hangers have been redone. Disc brakes up in the back. No signs of leak from the gas tank. Let's see, new mufflers. Frame looks solid. Let's just go down the passenger side first. Floors look phenomenal. Have nothing here to worry about. Looks nice and solid. Obviously, undercoating and things like that can be redone. Looks like this is a new drive shaft. Might be wrong, but looks like it. We got Flowmasters on the exhaust. Driver side, floors look phenomenal. Nothing there, nothing I can talk about. Getting to the front, cross frame looks good. Obviously the motor and trans have been redone. You got new hardware. No signs of leak, fresh off the test drive for the oil and trans pan. It's actually nice under here. Sorry, I'm kind of just looking. New starter. Again, wilwoods all the way around. New control arms in the front. New bushings. Like I said, it's a nice start for a restoration for sure. Looks like new lights because they got connectors on there. My bad, I'm dragging. I'm just kind of looking at everything. It's been a while since I've seen a Mustang that's actually started the process. Front bumper looks good. The chrome is good. Obviously, you got paint chips on the painted part underneath. Rocks and things like that picking up. That's kind of normal. Coming around the passenger side. Wheels are new at all four corners with the tires. I kind of like these Riddlers. 4-piston wilwoods coming around. You guys can see. Pretty solid. Let me get on over to this driver's side. Fours all the way around. Super nice. The wheels themselves are 17s, 215 40 17s in the front, and 235 40 17s in the rear. So a little bit wider, but about the same. All right, so if you guys are interested in this 65, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.